One other thing here is from the Daily Wire. It says security guard Travis McGivern testified Monday that he had to remove Johnny Depp from a situation due to the actor's ex-wife Amber Heard physically assaulting him. Heard allegedly punched Depp in the face during the incident, threw a can of Red Bull at the actor, and tried to spit on him. Depp is suing the Aquaman actress for more than $50 million over alleged defamation stemming from an op-ed Heard penned at the Washington Post claiming to be a victim of domestic violence. Heard has countersued for more than $100 million herself. Givern testified, at some point I witnessed Miss Heard throw a Red Bull can that struck Mr. Depp in the back. At that point, I moved closer to Mr. Depp. I didn't want my client to get hit with anything else. Their verbal onslaught continued from both of them. Miss Heard threw something else, either a purse or a bag, and I was able to knock it away so it didn't hit Depp. At one point, she spit at him, and a lot of verbal vitriol from both of them. And then he says that he had to get Johnny Depp out of the situation for his own safety. Now, this is the latest out of this trial, and here's my point about this. Now, it's good that it seems like most people who have followed the trial between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp are realizing that this is not the simple picture that Amber Heard and her advocates wanted to paint, where she's the victimized woman and he's the evil man and all that. I think most people are realizing that it's more complicated than that. But then you have people that are going too far to the other end of the spectrum here and are coming fully to Johnny Depp's defense, and they're fully on his side, and Amber Heard is the villain here. No, there are, and I say this as someone I admit I haven't followed the story that closely, but I just know, because this is a general principle that is almost always true, not always, but almost always true. In a divorce situation, marriage falling apart, something like this, there is very rarely a clear good guy and a clear bad guy. They both can recall situations where one person was the good guy and one person was the bad guy. But that's the thing. They both have evidence of that. They both have examples they can present. And then they're just throwing those examples back and forth. And sometimes they're throwing physical objects as well. Because in the vast majority of cases, it takes more than one person to make a marriage fall apart, which is why it's normally quite absurd to take sides, especially when it's celebrities, it's people you don't even know. Even when it's a couple that you do know, taking sides when the marriage is falling apart is usually a bad move. Because it means you're getting the story from one person, and they're just telling their side of it, and they're not going to tell you all the terrible stuff that they've done. But when it's celebrities, it's guaranteed that they're both total scumbags. Johnny Depp has already been divorced multiple times, and I do know this much about him. He left the mother of his children to go shack up with this Amber Heard character, and then a year later, the marriage fell apart. Marriage barely lasted a year. So he left his family for this woman, and the marriage falls apart. So that already means he cannot be the flat-out good guy here, which doesn't make Amber Heard a good person. It just means they're both bad guys. It almost doesn't matter what happened in this particular marriage. You left your family for this woman. You abandoned your kids. So you're already the bad guy. There's no recovering that. So, and that just makes it a little bit simpler. They're both probably scumbags. And also, by the way, Johnny Depp, if you're a conservative defending him, he almost certainly hates your guts and would never come to your defense if he cared enough to say anything about you, which he wouldn't. So another thing to keep in mind. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends.